This crazy Apple robot can do anything. In recent years, Apple has evolved into an eco-friendly brand. To lighten the packaging, the adapter has been removed from the box. It also motivates people to recycle their e-waste instead of throwing it all away. Daisy is the name of Apple's highly reliable mechanism that handles the recycling of iPhones. Hello guys, welcome back to Tech World, and today we're going to talk about Apple's e-waste recycling robot. So don't leave and stick with us till the end. Let's dive into the topic. Daisy, place of origin. Let's start with how Daisy the robot came about. Before Daisy, Apple had a robot called Liam back in 2016 for the same purpose of recycling e-waste. Daisy is its improved version, which was released a couple of years back. She's a 33-foot-long, 5-armed masterpiece. These two were brought by Apple as part of its Earth Day introduction elements. But Daisy is now an axle of Apple's recycling program, and we can say that she's doing a great job at it. Daisy, according to Apple, has the ability to extract damaged parts from an iPhone and separates those that can be reused in newer models, which is amazing, am I right? The most impressive thing about Daisy, even compared to other robots, is that it can rip up to 200 iPhones in an hour. She had to be precise in ripping them up to save the reusable parts, but still managed to do it in a record time. She can also pull apart 9 different iPhone models released over the years, which actually helps the company to list more of their gadgets under the recyclable models. Liam vs. Daisy vs. Dave. As Liam was the predecessor of Daisy, let's see how much they differ from each other. Liam is an Apple R&D project focused on new disassembly technologies. It utilizes fully independent, clean take-apart process to free and separate individual components for material recycling. He basically only disassembled the iPhone 6. Apple said Daisy improved on existing techniques such as shredding, which recover only a few kinds of materials and diminish their quality. Liam was much bigger and more complex as well, so Apple developed Daisy with a much more compact and efficient design. Apple announced its intention to become completely carbon neutral by 2030 in July 2020, along with its introduction of Dave, a new robot recycler. Dave has joined Daisy, a disassembly robot that debuted in April 2018. A single Dave robot can process up to 800 modules per hour. The Dave robots disassemble an iPhone's Taptic engine, which creates the buzz feedback when a user presses a virtual button on the screen, essentially providing the sensation of pushing a moving button. Materials such as rare earth magnets, made from alloys of rare elements on Earth, and tungsten, one of Earth's rare metallic elements, can be more easily retrieved during recycling by disassembling the Taptic engine. Disassembling process. Daisy is really capable of making a clean cut in disassembling the said iPhones, which also makes it a strong point of Apple. Just to think that this whole process only has 2 steps is really crazy. All she does is shatter the iPhone's glass, and the rest is sold on the scrap market. I mean, after all, who says no to aluminum there, right? The other plastic and metal stuff is shredded. This whole thing is what they call shredding and smelting. I mean, we are also good at shattering the iPhone glass once in a while, but the rest, well, we have to leave it to Daisy. Let's also see what her exact steps are before we move to the next part, shall we? 4 steps to recycle e-waste? First of all, Daisy has to bring the trashed phone back to its original shape. I mean, phones never get trashed without a couple of bends, do they? Next, she will remove the display, cracked or intact. Now it's time for her to remove the battery, for which Apple uses a high temperature to freeze the battery and the screws. Since the main components are all removed, all that is left is to trash the phone. Literally. Daisy participated in an Earth Day program and a donation drive. She now manages a core business for Apple that will change the way businesses operate in the future. I mean, well done, Daisy. Bravo. Apple's statement. Well, no matter what we all say, the most important thing to users is what Apple has to say about this, right? Then guys, let's see what Apple has to say about Daisy and its process. Apple released new details on the increased use of recycled content across the products. For the first time, the company introduced certified recycled gold and more than doubled the use of recycled tungsten, rare earth elements, and cobalt. In 2021, nearly 20% of all material used in Apple products will be recycled, marking the highest ever use of recycled content. Apple released new details on this progress, its recycled innovation efforts, and clean energy in its 2022 Environmental Progress Report. Well, that's impressive, isn't it, folks? I mean, they do save rare elements from being extracted more, even if only a small amount. It may seem to you like 20% is so small, but think how many Apple users are there, and to me, 20% of that is a crazy lot of iPhones. So what's recovered? As you can see from Apple's statement, Daisy does recover a significant amount of material. Let us delve into what they truly are. Don't forget to leave your guesses in the comments and join in on the fun. So they say all existing Daisy robots can recover over 900 grams of gold, about 17.4 kilograms of silver, and nearly 2 tons of aluminum for every 100,000 iPhones they take apart. The recycled parts from old iPhones and other devices are then reused in new phones. For example, the iPhone 11 contains 100% recycled minerals for its Taptic engine, as well as 100% recycled tin on its main logic board. The iPhone 11 models also use 30% recycled plastic from old phones. Tech and mining concerns. Let me tell you a secret. Well, not really a secret, but there is a rumor going on about how Apple is going to share Daisy's technology with others. Well, it should be with a price that's worth it, won't it be? What do you think about these guys? Leave a comment below on your stance. As usual, there are critics pointing their fingers at things. A famous tech giant which stands in repairing than recycling said that it's doubtful that Apple can extract every natural resource that they put into building the iPhone. And they said it's rather Apple acting egotistically than anything. On the other hand, miners are very worried about this whole reusing the natural minerals story of Apple because, according to them, only Apple is capable of doing such a thing. The others might have to struggle to follow suit, and their mining business won't be affected soon. Final goal. So there should be a goal for recycling e-waste, shouldn't there be? I mean, think about it. They create and they destroy, but in both ways, they earn money. What a play! Apple's robot recycling supports the company's goal to significantly reduce its carbon emissions through better recycling. Apple's desire to be certified carbon neutral, which means that its business has to have virtually no carbon footprint on the environment and no harmful greenhouse gas emissions. I would say that's a great target to reach in an eco-friendly way. As of 2020, iPhones, iPads, Macs, and Apple Watch devices sold in the past year are made with recycled content, which includes 100% recycled rare earth elements like tungsten and earth magnets in the iPhone Taptic engine, which is the first ever for a smartphone. There's one last thing I would like to tell you. If you're ready to trade in your iPhone for a credit toward a new phone, Apple will determine if it's eligible for refurbishment and give you an offer. If the phone isn't eligible, Apple will put the phone in its recycling program. So either way, there's a save, may it be for you or for the environment. It is hard to find helpers that assist you in reaching a certain goal. We can say Apple is lucky to have some on their side. There are some people who are willing to assist rather than point fingers in order to achieve Apple's goal. As a result, Apple has received commitments from over 70 suppliers to use 100% renewable energy for Apple's production equipment, which equates to a commitment to provide nearly 8 gigawatts of power for product manufacturing. When completed, these commitments will save more than 14.3 million tons of CO2 per year, which is equivalent to removing more than 3 million cars from the road. How massive is this environmental saving grace? Well folks, that's all for today's video. Thank you for sticking with me until the end. I hope you liked it. What are your thoughts on Apple's e-waste recycling program, Daisy? Leave any of your thoughts, suggestions, or remarks in the comments box. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Good day, and until the next one, adios.